Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to LPR Television here live from our studio in Painesville, Liberia. Welcome to another edition of the 50-50 show relay here on LPR Television. Shortly, we leave our main studio to linger to Sky Television for the relay of the 50-50 show. It is a collaboration between Liberia Public Radio and Television and Delaware Sky Communications Incorporated. So welcome. In case today is your first time joining this program, want to welcome all of our listeners and viewers to LPR-TV this hour. Let's now leave our main studio to join the 50-50 show.
Given him by the president, rating order. If the president were to insist, he should resign.
The president, who is the
commander in
chief of the armed forces of Liberia,
chief executive and commander in chief of the armed forces of Liberia,
or Liberian president?
Yes. I mean, in our tradition, in our African tradition, that would have been nothing less than sedition.
Okay,
but that's why I say I don't want to go to this.
I will open the lines, but what is the way forward? Quarterman will not be on the ballot, as said by the people.
As far as I am concerned, I sat from 10:30 a.m. to 3:50 in the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court heard this matter during that period, during those hours. I listened to the back and forth questions. To the best of my knowledge, I am not sure that the Supreme Court will do anything otherwise, but will uphold the laws and the constitution of this country that they took oath to defend.
They did that before, the Samoka. It wouldn't change anything.
Well, I am telling you,
it wouldn't change
the Samoka case was a criminal case. It's a different thing. It was a politically motivated or a politically calculated criminal case. A politically cultured criminal case.
Why don't you?
This is strictly political.
Why don't you people support anybody who is a Lothian and when they seat and let the senator be seated? Why you people going all around it? And time is going. You might not be represented at the Senate up to 2023. Why you want to waste your time with this? They got 4 guys and 3 of whom are Lufens. Why don't you choose any of them to run? Why don't you cheat? And again, if elections were open today to run, whether you people in FOIA, whether you go to the polls, whoever, I heard something from my little knowledge in Loma. I heard somebody the other time when they said, I don't care what happens. If the National Elections Commission vis-a-vis the government does not listen to the voices of Lofens, even if we put a gravy, you know that, against any of the people that will be baptized in the name of CDC, that gravy will win. Why don't you go by that?
Yeah, but the only person that is not baptized in the CDC is Kotiba. And that's why they want to make sure he's eliminated. But let me tell you this. Lofa County has won the highest political jacket in terms of political tolerance. Even if this battle, no lawyer will even go to ask the Supreme Court when you was carrying our case. So even if the Supreme Court were to keep the matter on the 2023, we are prepared.
Come 2023, if Jose Nyimabwaga is not on the ballot, what will you do? If he's not on the ballot, what will you do?
But what will prevent him from doing so?
The same thing that prevented Brandon from taking the seat. The same thing that preventing Quarterman from participating. Well, if he's not on the ticket, what will you do?
Well, you know what?
I don't know.
In Lofa County, we don't bad apple because we marry a young girl and we expect her to when you are pregnant at a certain stage with bad apples. But That baby has not been conceived.
That baby has not been conceived. Yeah. Let's take our second break, and when we come back, call me on that number on 07777 You'll be live from 50 on Sky 107.1 F, and our special studio guest is Honorable Sai Newmalone.
Anniversary with great price reduction on devices from 1st May to the 31st. Buy a smartphone now and save big. Brings you closer to what matters. Internet Pro. Is untouchable, certified by UCLA speed
Eater, what?
What happened? Sumara, so money. What happened?
What is that? You didn't know? You better put it there. I know. You didn't know?
Sumara, go for it. Yeah.
You don't know the money you take from Clay. Put it there.
Suma, you stupid. Oh. You happy?
What do you mean by not happy? You make it person. You say eat or what? I tell a fool I eat it. And I worry they tell you what your money on behalf of somebody to me. How do you pay that time?
You have to waste your money or else the police are going to pay for you.
Look at you think that police are afraid to? You think that police are afraid to?
Honey,
You think that police are?
honey, who is this little loquacious organism making noise in my vicinity?
None is there. You so far? Look at you tell this character you that of initiative. And why Dana?
Shut up. She's my wife. Honey, who is this Asian Australopithecus?
Honey, get more, I lost or complain to you. If I want Suma, the fellow at my ear and worry that he don't want yet.
I always told you to know better. You have to study human characteristics in order to know who to carry your eat and worry. Because
Are you looking for a program to promote your business, products, or services? Then look no further. The Visit is your trust for you. It's a 30 minutes program will Labrador Public Radio on TV. On The Visit, we promote your businesses, discover sites, showcase your products, and tell your stories. Join me, Diana, calling the Labrador Public Radio every Wednesdays and Fridays, 1 p.m. or 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Visit, bringing everything as a
This is Liberia Public Radio. We are live here in Central Monrovia, where today there's a demonstration taking place. This demonstration has long been planned with the head, Mr. Henry Costa, who has said that President George Weah should answer to their demand. According to him, on June 7, there were several demands made by President George Weah so that they can answer. As you can see, the crowd there, they are demanding that the president answer to their counts. About 5 counts they are listed into their petition. We're hoping that their petition will be presented today to the president, the Excellency President.
Thank you very much. We're back on 50/50 on Sky 107. Call me now on those numbers on 0777 You'll be live from 50/50 on Sky 107. Our special studio guest is the Honorable himself from Lofa County. The numbers again 0777 or better still call us on 0777 Let's go to the line. Talk to our first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. What's your name and where you calling us from?
Yeah, thanks for me a lot. Michael, good to and I joined the resident.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's quite it's a clear number for his thing. And see is that what happened is because we are when you look at it,
your telephone is bad. Your telephone is bad. I'm sorry, we cannot continue on that line. Your telephone is very, very distorted. Call me on that number on 0777. Let's go back to line 5. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kimi. Go ahead.
Nabati Mike. And welcome to your studio guest. I think he has said it all. Many of, in fact, the leading administration, the CDC administration is just welcoming better brigade. Then what is the reason of having the army, police, and immigration? I think we should let Prince Johnson, who is the army chief, he said that the parents are getting involved and the youth have interest in the army. Let them join the army. But parties are having parents. It does not offer well for our democracy. And in the local politics, we are saying that we want a level playing field. If the representation of the Unity Party is not involving their candidate because they have denied their candidate that went in as Democrat, and Unity Party took it too long. So we want a level playing field so that Unity Party can be there, so that everybody can have a contestation. But if the CDC is afraid getting behind 4 or 5 parties, what is the reason of doing that? Maybe they're not doing a political job well. People are working to slice their salaries, no good hospital, no good road. The economy not fixed. Prices are getting up, people are getting hungry, all of them. That's just fear. Unity Party has to be represented. It's a stronghold. And everywhere. Grandpa is a stronghold. Prince Johnson, Nima. So nothing he can do to stop Unity Party. Unity Party will be represented on that ballot so we can have a level playing field to have like safe. That international partner will see that we are part and parcel of good governance and democracy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This program is being relayed on Liberian Public Radio in the United States. Special studio guest. Do we have another call on the line? Yeah, let's go back to line 3. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Timas Tama.
My name is not Tama. I will not give you my name. I'm going to tell you what the T for. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Plaki.
Oh, Plaki.
Yeah, I want to agree with the distinguished gentleman in studio. For the confer of the title, you will particularly need Tama, the second ball.
Go ahead, Blackie. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Okay. I'd like to greet my leader in studio. You see, T-Man, there's something fundamentally wrong with our country. It seems to me that our leaders have not learned anything. The thing that took us to the 40-year devastation still being in our country. The issue about nationalization, denying people. When you read our Constitution, the Constitution is very clear. It said that to be senator, you must be a Liberian. And you must obtain the age 30 and above. You must own property and domicile in the area. Now, Galafai Kotima met all of those requirements. Why you want to deny an institution, particularly the biggest opposition political party in the country? Only because the gentlemen who contested on the party ticket did not agree with you. And as a matter of fact, all of us cannot be CDC. All of us, as a member of the CDC, there's no need to have competition. We cannot be. So the president is miscalculating. What is obtaining in Lopa? We even gather information that the current chairperson of the Ways, Means and Finance is alleged that he's distributing 1 million Liberian dollars to each chief. So the people can be convinced to vote the CDC mass candidate because the mass policy they are practicing now in local country, they are having behind, Councillor Joseph Jala. If they think that they have the popular mandate, they should have introduced a candidate. But we want to say to our president what this country is going through. We do not want to go back to where we come from. We came from Egypt. We are in Israel. We don't want to go back to Egypt. The way the president is proceeding with this country in terms of our security and melting in the elections in our country is troubling. Go before the election commission team. There are solar plates, polls that are lined up, only rating we are 2023. And the election commission said to right there. Nobody is talking anything. You can tell from the representative voice that he's a peaceful man. He's an honest man. Look, if Numan was the Numan yesterday, that still would have been out. But Numan is a very honest and a peaceful man. His boss tells you that he's not up for violence. But we want to say to our president and the government that you cannot attempt to deny the unity party. An attempt to do that, it means that this country will witness something that all of us will not want to witness. And we don't want to go back. Today you don't have the new baby born vaccine in the country, the BCG. That should be trouble to the government. When babies are born within 24 hours, they should be vaccinated. A lot of babies have been dead because the vaccine is not in the country since last year. The government should be concerned about that. But they are attempting to manipulate the process, by the Liberian people. You deny over 20,000 people that elected Granny Samuka. You are not concerned about the disenchantment of the people in Nova County. That should worry the government when people are dissatisfied. They went to the poll, they elected their own, and you deny them. That is a fundamental right.
Thank you
people
very
need
much.
to be represented.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 0777 107.
Good
Let's go
morning.
back to line 2. Good morning.
Good morning, Team Mike.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where you calling me from?
And good morning to the Honorable in studio. This is DJ Lumet from Corway.
Go ahead.
Mr. Gilate, let me say this to the Liberian people. We got a complete anti-Christ government in that in leadership now. The government is anti-Christ. Why do I say this? Mobile Moru said anybody that will not follow or will follow this government or be part of this government, they will deconstruct you, and the fight will be led by the president himself. We start right here. Right after that, the vice president went to Brown County and sacked so many tower chiefs because they were not part of the CDC. Right after that, a leadership in Lofa of the CDC telling the people in Lofa the police commander should be a sedition, the deputy should be a sedition. From there, this few days, you have Representative Tomo Fala in Lofa, equally bullet to be specific. He's telling the people apart to the president and your prime president, the key of Lofa. But thank God, this is a test case. Before coming here, between Fonyama and Soso, the road was not safe. But because of Councillor Jala in the race, you see from Soso to Fonyama have been paid. So if at all you vote for this man, the country will go in front. If you don't vote for this man, the country will remain like this, or it will go by in a reverse here. So that shows that if you're not join CDC, you will die, and we will not die. This Antichrist will not live. Judgment Day will be on the 23. The people of Lofa are no more stupid. The people of Liberia are not stupid. We show to President we are. If he sees that he got the country key, we're showing that he don't have it. And any attempt to say, because what we hearing from the Supreme Court, that Senate York and Mr. Kaba have decided to go against the Unity Party, saying that contract is signed. So my question to Senate York, you sell for better for worse, but the debt do apart. Why you put in that vote? Because of contract and it was signed. And you put in that vote today. But
No,
today,
don't go that route. Don't go that route. That's a personal thing. Don't go that route. Don't go that route. Don't go that route.
I agree. Let me take it back. But you can't tell somebody say because they go into agreement that according to them, because that document, the vice president continue to say he never signed our portion and it was not in the document. But you in the Supreme Court, you continue to force it to say it was there. And the mentally say it's not part of it, but say you forcing it to say it's part of that document. We want to see the end of it.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 0777-777-107. You'll be live on 5050 on Sky 107. Let's talk to our last caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, T-Max.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from the United States. My name is Andrew. T-Max, I'm a little bit confused and I think it's happening. Because you see, I listen, everybody making threats, or I'm not a physician, but I see why this gentleman is trying to fight for us to have a coach set up thing like that, so we can start people that took part in the Civil War. Because you see, you can't go into an agreement where you sign an agreement and the agreement now is being enforced and people want to start stretching the keys or making some sarcastic remarks, blaming the foreign government. I'm not a teacher, I don't work in that, I don't support just here, but we have to have stability and we got to be honest and we got to do the right thing. If you can't go into a marriage and just say, oh, everything never went my way or something not happened that way, the marriage is now aborted. We got to be do the proper thing and do the right thing. And don't wait and see what the Supreme Court will say. And if the Supreme Court ruling is not satisfactory to you, maybe you can pick your case to the United Nations or the Equal Court, as they said you are going to do. But without no judgment and without no ruling, if we start making all sorts of threats or blaming the government or interfering, I think that's not right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's take our last break here. When we come back, we'll go straight to Studio A to Princess to give us comments from our social media users.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 077-553317 or 0886-553317 or our rehab branch on 0770-902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
He is Steve Wisdom Collins, the founder and executive director of the Youth Action for Transformation Network. He is a climate justice advocate. The activist expressed his frustration on beaches turning to dump site. He urged the government of Liberia to organize a national cleanup campaign on the various beaches in Liberia. The government should assign beaches security in order to stop the beach from turning into a dump site. Our climate is all we have. We need climate justice right now.
closer to what matters. Orange.
Thank you very much. About John 5050 Sky 107 is being relayed on Liberian Public Radio, TV, straight from the United States. It's time that we go straight to Studio A to Princess to give us comments from our social media users. The comments you're about to hear are not coming from Sky, but rather comments from our social media users as it is. Go ahead, Princess.
All right, so let me begin with Kamer Fangalo, who writes, "Good morning, T-Max and the rest of the team. I'm following you religiously from South Carolina. Thanks for keeping us informed from back home." Bossman Michael Henry writes, "Hi, T-Max. Honorable Kotima is the next phase of LOFA. There is delay because the current leadership at NEC does not have any understanding of the 1986 Constitution of Mama Liberia." Michael Bobby Boo writes, "So truth." Eddie Bastic writes, "But your supported Lord Rebels." Kotsu, Jesus Love Me, Undebi writes, "Tell them we don't want to see one fool wearing something called uniform and saying they are Blue Army. Get them out of the country and now." Black Damo writes, "The regime is provoking problems in Lofa." And he continues, "I love this pape." Joseph Conto writes, "Honorable Yumale, why it is truth that the CDC is militarizing the electoral process in Lofa and Liberia as a whole, it is also true that the conspiracy of UP against Mr. Cummings in the CPP led to the insertion of exit clause within the CPP framework document by the core group." And he continues, "I'm sorry to say the honorable man is being economical with the truth." Justin Fala Badio writes, "The behavior of the CDC government is provocative. This government wants to push the people of Lofa County to violence in order for Lofa to destroy her good record. No matter what this government does, Lofa remains the seat of the UP. Honorable Yumale is one of the finest sons of Lofa." Modest Jimmy writes, "Here official talking about someone found guilty for corruption." Nora Hawks writes, "Drama every day." Bossman Michael Henry writes, "Good morning, Honorable Yumale. Please, you may later give your take on the current Liberian diplomatic passport issues." Abraham Political Matrix Setu writes, "Honorable Francis S. Yumale, CPP will continue to fight losing battle. Victory for CDC comes 2023 elections." Standard Dennis writes, "Good morning, Team X Jadate. The representative in studio, the representative in studio there is speaking out of ignorance. This entire government failed the Liberian people He says from Jeff S. Dennis, VP Road, Catholic Junction. Bossman Michael Henry, T-Max, you have always made Monday, sir. Tom Kamara writes, "Liberia is very interesting. Allah, please help us." Lucini Kamara writes, "Good morning, Sky Communications family. I'm following you from the People Republic of Lofa County. May God bless my lovely county, and I stand with my uncle in everything." And he continues, "Liberians are swimming in the pool of poverty under this 419 government." Dakina Abraham writes, "This is not a T-Max I knew during the DC 101 days. I'm very sure T-Max is getting something from the CDC or the CDC giving birth ANC." Sekou M. Keller writes, "Honorable Francis Sakila Yumale, you are welcome on the intellectual arena." Geraldine Kelber writes, "Good morning, T-Max, and to our honorable studio guests. You see Nima County progressing after the war is because they are noted of not taking things lawfully. It is often said during the days of old, the children of Israel suffer violence and violence take it by force. If President Weah continues, Lofa will prove to be the giants in the country." Mike Dunn writes, "This show is being relayed on Liberia Public and TV based in Rhode Island, USA. Thanks for the show, T-Max." And this final one, Kotsu, Jesus Love Me, and Debbie. "This is one thing I love on Tamar's show. Callers are allowed the fullest of time to speak their minds. Thanks, T-Max." And that's all for now.
Thank you very much. I'm not Tamba Max. My name is Steve Max. I work in law
Tamba
firm.
Max.
I'm not Tamba Max. Okay, our time is almost up. Honorable, will you want to comment before we close?
Yeah, let me say thanks to all those, the callers and the Facebook comments. Somebody talk about $1 million being promised to each of our chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to comment on it because it's a hearsay that the CDC is constructing. That I know that the CDC is constructing a house for the paramount chief, one of the paramount chiefs in Lofa.
Why one?
So because
What
because it's one, then other chiefs are not being promised, according to what we're hearing, $1 million Liberian each, so that they build their own. The other person talked about something I didn't want to comment on because the matter is in court. But people continue to talk about the Unity Party is not prepared to live up to the document they signed. The Unity Party is saying we signed a resolution. The National Executive Committee signed a resolution withdrawing from the CPP, and that resolution was submitted to the NEC. And it was morally endorsed by the NEC going back to the Unity Party headquarters to inspect our headquarters to make sure that we meet all other requirements, including our 100,000 indemnity bond, that you must have as a party file with the NEC before you put up a candidate. They also ensure that we have a minimum requirement of 10,000 in our party account before you. So we met, they came, they work with us, and they make sure we met with all those requirements. Now, the issue of us people thinking that we don't want to live up to what we signed, we withdrew. When you read our resolution submitted to the NEC, the Unity Party, the ALP, we all withdrew because, look, T-Max, the first 7 persons that represented the Unity Party to the drafting of the framework document, that delegation was headed by the then chairman, Wilmer P. I was one of the 7. I consistently worked with Horatio Gould, who headed the ANC. They will tell you what we did there. They will tell you that clause, that 8.5, section 8 ended at 8.4. Where they coming from with their 8.5 that now require you that when you withdraw from the P, you will not feature a candidate for the election as a party on your own and 6 months beyond. That was not there. And because it was not there, and we got information that they tampered with the document and those things were there, there are other things that they put, when they did the alteration, there were other things they put in the framework document that they submitted. That's why they submitted a photocopy. And it's because of that we do. So how do you say, I told you, because you cook cassava leaves, even though we say we are eating potato green today, but you cook cassava leaves, I'm not eating. Then you tell me, even though that all putting money together to cook, but you will continue to pay your contribution, but for the next 6 days, you will not eat because you don't want to eat the cassava leaf.
Let's leave that alone.
Then somebody want me to comment on the passport saga.
Mm-hmm.
The president, I understand, constituted a committee. But all I can say, this is a disgrace to this country. And for me, it's not strange. This is not the first instance under this government. We have had a passport saga far bigger than this. The only thing is that, thank God that the world leader, America, continue to uncover these of our unscrupulous actions. Even this one is only the United States that uncover that again we are reissuing diplomatic passports. Lastly, Mr. Tamba Max Gilate, what the provocation by the CDC in Lofa. They took former fighters dressed in our security apparatus uniform. And at the back, you see CDC.
Mm-hmm.
Let me let them know that Lofa is not sleeping. I counted the number. They were videotaped. I have the tape. Even though everybody saw it on video. They are 150 to carry. So to counter that, the Unity Party has become a recruitment of 500 militants in each of the 5 districts. So we are recruiting 2,500 men as we speak to you as militants. The same kind of militants they want to intimidate us with. Lofa in the next 30 days is going to have
the clash of the titans.
2,500 militants, 500 in each of the 5 electoral districts of Lofa County. So, and they will find all of them uniform, and we showcase them. And we have no other motive, but they have the ruling party has said to us, to the public, to the Liberian people, and the world at large, that they need those militants to protect their candidates. We also have resolved that we receive, and not only that.
But you don't have candidates to protect. You don't have any candidates.
But it's not just this by-election.
Oh, you want to have the 2005?
2005 for Lofa. There are 73 electoral districts. We're going to have 500 militants in every district. And
thank you very much.
Unified.
Thank you very much, Honorable. On that note, we come to the end of this edition of 50/50. My name is T Max. We take our sister radio station, radio and television station, Liberian Public Radio, all the way in Rhode Island for relaying this program. It will be the culture, the tradition that we'll be able to do. Bye-bye for now. And I'll see you on Monday morning because tomorrow I will be here. Julius and Princess will do what they usually do and do best. See you Monday morning. Bye-bye for now.
Welcome back. I want to say many thanks to Timas Jarate for the program 50/50 live from Sky Communications in Monrovia. My name is Mark. Keep watching LPR television for more and more programs coming your way. And from Liberia, USA, and Europe on Abidjan as well. I want to say thank you so much to you for joining the broadcast this hour. Thanks for watching.
I just wanna thank you.